Here's a holiday question. What do all of these Christmas pictures have in common? This mushroom. Amanita Muscaria, to be exact. If you've heard of Amanita Muscaria, it probably has nothing to do with Christmas pictures. Unlike the psychedelic mushrooms taken in dorm rooms and music festivals for their relaxed, giggly high, the Amanita trip is much darker and more intense, and the mushroom itself is toxic. As one user on Arrowwood.org described it, I came to the sudden realization that I was in hell. Hell was realizing that your entire life up until that point is nothing but a false memory, and that you will continue to experience that moment forever. I would realize I was in hell, and that I would repeat my life over and over again from the beginning without this knowledge I had suddenly acquired. I screamed, "Oh God! Oh my God, I'm in hell!" But the mushroom's association with Christmas is a bit more of an enigma. It began in Siberia. Hundreds of years ago, indigenous Siberian shamans used Amanita Muscaria during religious ceremonies. They would eat the mushrooms, then urinate into a bowl that would be shared by the whole village. The urine contained the psychoactive molecule muscimol, with less of the toxic ibotenic acid that makes it dangerous. Some tribes opted to feed the bright red mushrooms to unsuspecting reindeer to avoid poisoning their shamans, who were considered pillars of the community. Unfortunately for the reindeer, their urine would be harvested, but fortunately for the reindeer, they seemed to really enjoy the high. The reindeer eat the mushrooms whenever they find them in nature. Interestingly, the intoxicated reindeer have a habit of jumping around, almost as though they're flying. Flying reindeer. Check. Of course, the mushrooms don't just grow anywhere. They form ectomycorrhizal relationships, a type of symbiosis which allows trees and fungi to exchange nutrients. In fact, the Amanita Muscaria's spores travel almost exclusively on pine seeds and usually grow under pine trees. In northern regions of the world, it isn't uncommon to see the mushrooms decorating the bushy evergreens of coniferous forests. Siberian shamans are even known to dry the harvested amanitas on pine branches of the same tree they grow from. And so we get the Christmas tree. In the middle of winter, though, shamans faced a logistical problem in conducting their ceremonies. The yurt tents where the ceremonies took place would often be snowed in, blocking the main entrance. Naturally, the shaman would simply walk to the center of the roof, which served as a chimney, carrying a bag full of reindeer urine, and hop into the yurt. If you're doubting the influence of this delivery method, it's so widespread in Western culture that the traditional symbol of a chimney sweep was a bright red Amanita Muscaria mushroom. Home invasion. Check. But there's one crucial aspect of Christmas we're leaving out: Santa Claus himself. The Sami people of Lapland believed that the shamans who ate or gathered amanitas would slowly begin to take their form, becoming rounder with large red and white caps. If the image of a round man in a red and white cap isn't familiar enough, just take a look at the traditional Siberian mushroom hunting gear. It may seem pretty radical to think that many of our cherished Christmas legends originated from a Siberian urine drinking ritual, but the evidence is overwhelming. Remember that next time you're sipping eggnog. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.